Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to be working on yet another dead MacBook. Here we got an A1707 without power, and we're going to figure out what is wrong with it. I'm going to have more time to do board repair videos now because I don't have to do shipping anymore, which is great. So before I had to do shipping, and due to the fact that the many businesses that do this are closed, we are getting a lot of mail in, and I was processing like 24 things in, 24 things out a day, all the packages that we were sending out of little tools and things like that. So I did not have time to do board repair videos at all, but shipping is back. I figured better safe than sorry. Does it suck to do shipping for several weeks? Yes. Is it better to do shipping for several weeks than risk infections? No. Especially since it's hard to get a test anywhere. I don't care. So the way this works in Restream is that let me show you why. Let me show you why I don't care about this. So I'm gonna just show. So I don't stream to one platform. I stream to several platforms. I usually use Vimeo, which actually isn't connected right now. This and let me show you something. So yeah, I'll put this on the screen. So this, maybe you can show me where I am being dumb. Let me open my Stream Deck software here. All right, so check this out. Browser. All right, so if I go to update titles, right? Over here it says title and description. But now there's nowhere for me to change the category. Now I can choose gaming content and choose a game, but it doesn't let me choose just chatting. So there's no way for me to change this without logging into Twitch. And if I log into Twitch, it'll say you need two-factor authentication, which means I got to take my phone out of my pocket. I don't feel like doing that. So it is what it is. The category is always going to be wrong on Twitch because Twitch doesn't integrate with Restream in a way that makes sense. So yeah, I use this little Restream chat app because it kind of meshes everything together. Well, look, high earning is pay. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this MacBook that's not turning on the shaky cam, which Hi is going to be fixing when he returns to work and making not shake through whatever means necessary. So, first thing I notice here is the battery is starting to go into airbag mode. So we got to fix that. For Stream Deck, I don't know, get whatever one you want. This thing works fine. So I'm going to unplug the battery. Let's see. Battery is unplugged. This. So how does that work, Youngko? I'm curious because I've never been on unemployment before. Do you have to pay taxes on that $1,100, or is it just $1,100 straight up and that's it? All right, so as you can see here, we're up to 20 volts. Now, one of the things that's interesting here is that it was taking 300 amps at 5 volts, and it's also taking 330 milliamps at 20 volts. So this here tells me that there's most likely a short circuit to ground. That's the behavior of a short circuit. It's going to limit the amperage that the charger puts out to a set amount regardless of the voltage. That's the behavior of the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on some software that I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's free, so what we're going to do here is we're going to see if there's a short circuit to ground on PP Bus G3 Hot. And what do you know? There is. Let's see if it's an obvious short. So we're going to take the board out of the case and see what's going on with this MacBook. I'm kind of curious if the short circuit on the board contributed to the battery expanding. Perhaps the battery saw a load that was too much for it, and it started to blow up. I like the video with the jumper wire connector. That's the old Lewis I know. Yeah, that DC-in cable is going to hold a warm place in my heart. Did Lewis delete a video about quarantine? No. We gotta thank essential workers like Lewis. It's always the healthcare workers who get the love, but you deserve it too. No, not really. I saw this sign in the store that really pissed me off in Walgreens. Like, it's not like something where I'm going to speak up or whatever in the store, but it was something like, our workers are heroes, or these are all heroes. It's like, no, they're not. They're cashiers that are probably making $13 an hour to sell me Listerine and mouthwash, and they're not there to be a hero. They're there to pay their fucking rent. And if you asked anybody in that store, would you rather get $16 an hour and be called a cunt, or $13 an hour and have this stupid-ass little sign printed out by corporate that calls you a hero? I think every single one of them would say, fuck you, pay me more money. And it was interesting because it was one thing that his Amazon worker said. He said, we're all being called heroes. It's like none of us signed up for the Red Cross. We're not trying to be heroes. We're trying to pay our fucking rent. Don't call us a hero. Just allow us the time to clean our workspace as we move so that we don't get infected. We did not sign up to be heroes. We're not asking to be heroes. We're people that are trying to pay our bills. Like, I'm not a hero. I'm really not. Like, well, what makes me a hero? I'm fixing a fucking MacBook so that I can make hundreds of dollars. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to open this thing up, I'm going to remove a capacitor, and then I'm going to collect a few $100. Like, that's not me being a hero. That's me wanting to buy a house someday. Someday I'd like to actually own the place that I live rather than fucking rent from a landlord. I'd like to actually have a retirement fund or something crazy like that. I'd like to have security for my future. And now, if I dive into a burning building and take you out of it, all right, you can call me a hero. I'm just a dude trying to pay his bills, man. Yeah, being a hero just so they don't have to give you jack shit. And I've always kind of wondered, is that what's going on with the military? Because I wasn't aware until I was in my 20s what military starting salaries were. And part of me does wonder, is a lot of the pro-military propaganda, the heroes, the bravest, all that, done because you're trying to get people to sign up to put themselves in harm's way for like 30-something thousand bucks a year. So rather than compensate them properly for the fact that they're, going, they're signing up for something where if shit hits the fan, you're getting shot at in the middle of a desert for 30-something thousand dollars a year. Like, well, we can't pay you in money, so we're going to pay you in platitudes and calling you a hero and posting nice signs about you. I don't mean this as a means of disrespect. I'm not saying that I don't respect what they, what it is they signed up for. I'm just saying that I think that that's part of the compensation package. And for me personally, putting up a sign where you call me a hero or you say something nice about me, like, that ain't compensation. If I'm, don't call me a hero. Give me an extra $3. If you're paying $13 an hour, give me 16. Give me 16. You can give me $16 an hour and call me a cunt rather than $13 an hour and put up some little bullshit ass sign where you call me a hero. All right. I'm going to find myself a little plastic bag. BRB. I have some plastic bags, please. Oh, thank you very much. I have to find a USB cable for this Dymo. You have a kitty.
Yeah, I like it.
This one's coming with trackpad and cable.
Another one came with the trackpad and cable. So
This one that I'm ordering now.
So it's you, whatever you want.
This is what you okay. I'll hold this. So when the other one's coming, it's going to come with the trackpad and cable.
Okay.
This is pretty.
It's much easier. Yeah.
Are you ready to get a haircut in time for becoming an influencer?
Yeah, but did you see the emails that I sent him?
I didn't see that. I just.
He sort of yeah, he agreed. He was actually nice when it comes to like pricing and stuff like that. So yeah, he said they're gonna get the ball rolling on the 5th.
Oh boy, I gotta get a makeup artist and a barber and get you to a tanning salon. We both gotta lose like 20 pounds.
Where's Erica, by the way?
Home.
Huh? Haven't seen her.
My 2-seater bike got 58 volts to the controller. Remember? That guy said 58 volts to my controller. So when are you going to make an OnlyFans? What is OnlyFans? You're the boss hero, letting them profit some more off of you. Huh? You're a hero to the person who can now work because their computer works. Yeah, but like, I'm doing the same shit now that I was before. Like, really, all I'm doing now that I wasn't doing before is spending an additional hour or so a day cleaning up shit, alcoholing shit, changing my procedures, and having people wear masks. Is spending 60 cents. I spent 60 cents on this mask. Like, am I now a hero because I did the exact same thing I did yesterday, wearing a 60-cent mask? No. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little overly salty. It just really pisses me off when I walk into these stores and they're calling all their... Like, none of these people that you're calling heroes want to be called heroes. They want to make more than $13 an hour. Okay, so the board is out of the case. I have no idea, Sultan TW. Intermittent shit like that is a nightmare to figure out, diagnose, or pinpoint. Okay, so we're going to take the board out. Also, by the way, this is one of the reasons that Apple should never design a condom. So do you see how this is set up? Here, let me just get get this out of here. All right. So this is why Apple should never design a condom. Now, this is the USB-C port over here. See those USB-C ports? Now, there's a little piece of rubber at the end of it. Now, look at how easily this rubber comes off. Look at this. Look at this. These two are already off. These two are already off. And look at where they are. They're right there. They fell off immediately. These little pieces of rubber fall off just literally from just handling the board in any way, shape, or form. And I've seen these machines sometimes when a customer says it's been refurbished by Apple and it's missing the rubber piece. And it's totally understandable because the rubber is constantly falling off. Do not buy an Apple condom. Like when people say that they were excited because Apple was thinking about making a car, no. You're putting lives at risk. Don't design other things. You already designed these products terribly. There's no need to move into other industries. But if Apple ever produces a condom, you're going to see an 800% explosion in population. Because this is ridiculous. Now, they did fix this, and they built that into the structure on the 2018, 19, and 20 models. But on the 2016 and 17 models, those little pieces of rubber, they just fall off constantly. And you'll see that as I handle the board on my desk, like they come off. They're going to come off again. You'll see. It's very common. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to take a look over the board and try and figure out if anything looks damaged. And before we try to engage our brain, let's engage our eyes. Takes less calories. Let's see if we see anything. Do you think you can bring down food discounters like Aldi by criticizing their business practices? I don't really know much about Aldi's at all, so I don't really think you... I don't personally think I have the power to bring down anything or anyone. But I especially don't, I don't really even have the power to change anything within my own industry after 7 years of putting in effort. So I sincerely doubt I have the power to change things in other industries that I don't understand things about. Okay, so that side looks pretty clean. What I'm looking for here is something that looks like it's obviously exploded. An obviously damaged cap. Or something that looks like it has liquid around it. Not even liquid damage, but just the kind of crap that you see when a cap explodes. Interesting, we're not getting 20 volts anymore. Uh-oh. You're being a troll, board. Troll. Why you troll? 0.3 volts is going into the PP3V3 underscore G3 out input circuit? Doesn't make any sense. Is charger even on? What? Okay, it boot looped. Yeah, there we go, 20 volts. Okay, so something's gonna get warm here at some point. Troll board's got a troll, says Mario. This one's trolling hardcore. Did you see the tweet Lysol put out the other day? I don't have a Twitter, and I don't read Twitter. So I don't have a Twitter account, and I don't read Twitter because reading Twitter kills brain cells. When I was a kid, they used to tell you that smoking marijuana kills brain cells, but I'm pretty sure they were full of it. What really kills brain cells is Twitter. Twitter is going to just make you hate the world. It's going to make you angrier at everyone. You're not going to... no. Okay. I think I see... Interesting. So it looks like something was opened here at some point. There's a cap that's ripped off its pad right over there. That's not good. But that's not even touching the other side. So that can't be what shorted to ground. But it's something to take note of. Good old-fashioned broken microscope light. Nice and flickering. I really got to get myself a good microscope light one of these days. This is my last one. And I keep saying I'm going to get one, but I'm not good at spending money on myself. Like my broken trackball at home. I'll just keep using that thing until it's impossible to play a game anymore. Because I'm just too stubborn to spend money on anything. Okay. Nothing here looks remotely shorted, so I may have to give up and make use of the thermal camera. Yeah, this is not an obvious short. This is going to be a stealth short circuit. It could be a CPU MOSFET, and that would be awful. The CPU could have died. I really hope that's not the case. Should we pump a volt into this board? Maybe we should. Let's pump a volt into it. Yeah, there's no tantalum cap here that looks bad. I'm looking for my tantalum explosion and I'm not finding it anywhere. The thing is, some part of my brain is thinking that if I just keep staring at the board, that the problem will become easier rather than doing what I should be doing and getting my thermal camera. But I'm putting off getting my thermal camera because I don't know where the power supply and the Cat 5 cable is for it. Yeah, I'm putting it off because I don't know. I don't have another Cat 5 cable. All right. Oh, I'm going to try it at someone else's station. How about that? And then